Hello, everyone. Welcome to another episode of English Unlock, the podcast where we practice real English conversations together, slowly and clearly. I'm your host, Alex, and I'm so happy you're here with me today. Have you ever been in a situation where someone asks you a simple question in English, like, "What do you do?" or "How was your weekend?" and suddenly your mind goes completely blank? You know the words, you've studied grammar, but when it's time to speak, nothing comes out? Yeah, I've been there too, many times. I remember when I first moved to Canada. One day I went to a coffee shop, and the barista smiled and asked, "How's your day going?" I panicked. I knew how to answer in my head, but my mouth just said, "Good, good," and then silence. It was so embarrassing. But you know what? That experience taught me something important. We don't just need grammar or vocabulary. We need practice with real questions and natural answers. And that's exactly what we're going to do today. In this episode, we're going to practice English conversation through common questions and answers on everyday topics. We'll cover 5 topics that people talk about all the time: daily routines, hobbies, travel, food, and future plans. For each topic, I'll give you real questions that native speakers ask. Then I'll give you simple answers and longer, more detailed answers. I'll speak slowly, repeat important phrases, and even share little stories from my life. And the best part? You can practice with me. Whenever I ask a question, pause the podcast and answer out loud. Trust me, speaking out loud is the fastest way to improve. Ready? Great. Let's start with something super common, talking about your daily life and routine. This is perfect for beginners in conversation, because almost every chat starts here. But before we begin, a quick tip. When someone asks about your day or routine, don't just say fine or busy. Add 1 or 2 details. It makes the conversation longer and more interesting. Okay, let's dive in. Welcome back, everyone. You're doing fantastic. We just finished talking about daily routines. Those questions come up all the time, right? Now let's move to something much more fun. Topic number 2, hobbies and free time. This is one of my favorite topics because when you talk about hobbies, you're talking about what makes you happy, what you love doing when you're not working or studying. Native speakers love this topic. It helps them really get to know you. And the best part, you can make the conversation longer by asking the other person the same question back. What about you? Let's practice some common questions. As always, I'll say each question slowly, give you a short, natural answer, then a longer, more detailed one. After every question, pause the podcast and answer out loud. Okay? Here we go. Question 1. What do you like doing in your free time? What do you like doing in your free time? Short answer. I like reading books and watching movies. Longer answer. In my free time, I like reading books, especially novels and self-help books. I also enjoy watching movies or series on Netflix. It helps me relax after a long day. Now it's your turn. What do you like doing in your free time? Great! Keep going. Question 2. Do you have any hobbies? Do you have any hobbies? Short answer. Yes, I do. I like playing guitar. Longer answer. Yes, I have a few hobbies. My main one is playing guitar. I've been learning for 2 years now, and I practice almost every evening. I also enjoy photography. I love taking pictures when I go for walks. Your turn. Do you have any hobbies? Nice. Question 3. What's your favorite hobby? What's your favorite hobby? Short answer. My favorite hobby is cooking. Longer answer. My favorite hobby is definitely cooking. I love trying new recipes from different countries. Italian, Indian, Japanese, everything. On weekends, I spend hours in the kitchen experimenting. It's relaxing, and the best part is eating what I make. Now you answer. What's your favorite hobby? Question 4. How often do you do your hobby? Example. How often do you play sports? How often do you play sports? You can change play sports to your own hobby. Short answer. I play badminton twice a week. Longer answer. I go hiking about once or twice a month, usually on weekends. When the weather is good, I try to go more often because it really clears my mind. Your turn. Think of your hobby and answer, how often do you? Question 5. Why do you enjoy your hobby? Why do you enjoy your hobby? Short answer. I enjoy it because it's relaxing. Longer answer. I enjoy painting because it's so relaxing. When I paint, I forget about everything else. Work, stress, problems. It's just me, the colors, and the canvas. Plus, when I finish a painting, I feel really proud. Now tell me, why do you enjoy your hobby? Beautiful. Question 6. Did you have any hobbies when you were a child? Did you have any hobbies when you were a child? Short answer. Yes, I loved drawing. Longer answer. When I was a child, my biggest hobby was collecting stamps. I had a big album, and I used to trade stamps with my friends. I also loved playing cricket outside with the neighborhood kids almost every evening. Your turn. What about you? Question 7. Have you ever tried any new hobbies recently? Have you ever tried any new hobbies recently? Short answer. Yes, I started yoga last year. Longer answer. Actually, yes. About 6 months ago, I started gardening. I bought some small plants from my balcony, and now I have tomatoes, herbs, and flowers. It's amazing to see them grow. I never thought I'd enjoy it so much. Now you. Have you tried anything new? Wow, you've just practiced so many natural answers. You're getting better already. Let me share a little story with you. 2 years ago, I decided I wanted a new hobby. Everyone was talking about hiking, so I thought, okay, I'll try it. My first hike was terrible. It was raining, the path was muddy, I was tired after 30 minutes, and I thought, this is not for me. But I didn't give up. I tried again on a sunny day with a friend, and wow, the view from the top was incredible. Now hiking is one of my favorite ways to spend free time. The lesson? Sometimes you need to try a hobby more than once to really enjoy it. Quick tip. When talking about hobbies, use these structures to sound more natural. I'm really into, meaning you love it. Example, I'm really into photography. I enjoy because, example, I enjoy reading because it helps me relax. It's a great way to, example, cooking is a great way to unwind after work. Try saying one of these with your own hobby right now. You're doing wonderfully. We've covered hobbies and free time, one of the best topics for making friends and keeping conversations going. Next, we're going to dream a little bigger. Topic 3, travel and experiences. Even if you haven't traveled much, this topic is perfect for sharing dreams and stories. But before that, just a gentle reminder. If you're finding this podcast helpful, share it with a friend who's also learning English. It means a lot. All right, let's get ready for some travel talk.